Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers, thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab in the wee hours of the morning, doing what I do for you. Got a nice lesson for you today. I've been hearing a whole bunch of nonsense about sacrifices, so let's see if I can break it down and give you the real deal about what a sacrifice is. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practiced daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will run through? Yep, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye, be true. Excuse me. Right thinkers, let's talk about sacrifice. The true definition is to give up something you desire or love or feel like you actually need or want. So to not do that, meaning you sacrificed. It don't mean taking somebody's life, taking an animal and killing it, all this nonsense. And all rituals as a Mason in an occult order, they're all taken the wrong way from the public. Those who are involved in it, we know there's ritual is for a purpose, okay? It's symbolical. It's not real. Most general public don't know that. So let me try to give you the breakdown on what the real sacrifice is, and we all make them. If we're doing and what we're supposed to do, that means you're going to give up something for the good of what's best. That's all. I'll call it the right thing. All right, so let's talk about it. People who hear about rituals don't really understand that they're symbolical. They're rituals to reenact something that happened a long time ago to bring you up to speed of what they was doing. That's it, to involve you in what it is. If you haven't experienced the ritual for yourself, you don't really know. Or you go about what people hear. Okay, you don't get the real reason and purpose why we don't tell. That's why I hear people say, Mason, I tell you what we do, I gotta kill you. Symbolically, yeah, but they don't know that. So, oh man, killing people, blah, blah, blah. That's the ignorant part about the general public. And they do that to steer y'all in the wrong way. I done heard so many stories about what Masons do from people who are not Masons. I'm a Mason. I know what we do. So when I hear what they say, I say, Jesus Christ. It's unbelievable. But that's, again, misinterpretation, misunderstanding, and misguided information. In life, we all make sacrifice. When? Daily. Think about it. When we do what's right, when we do what's expected of us, it ain't what we want. It ain't how we want. It's what's supposed to be. And when you're doing the right thing, you're going to sacrifice your desires, whatever it is, to get whatever you need done. That's sacrificing. Parents sacrifice for the kids all the time. As a parent, you think we wanted to know we did that because that's what the right thing to do. Okay? I know he made sacrifices in life for me. I made sacrifices in my life for my son. He made sacrifices. That's a common thing. It ain't got to be nobody's life be taking all that nonsense. And if God would have told me, Mark, show me your loyalty to me, you take Fathead and you kill her. God, you might well kill me now. Why? That ain't gonna happen. That's why. So that don't work for me. Moving on, conceptually, that ain't gonna happen. All right. But we don't do what we want to do. We do what's right and what we're supposed to do as parents, friends, or whatever. So that's what sacrifice is really about. I sacrifice every day to do what I do for you. I ain't got a problem with that. See? Again, ain't nobody died. Ain't nobody got no. It's just something that I did. Take away from what I like to do, or maybe else something else I gotta be doing to do what I think is right by giving lessons to you. All right. God, again, will never have you sacrifice any human being, life, ever. Why? He's the giver of life. Makes no sense. Okay, that makes no philosophical sense. And I'm a philosophical type person. If it ain't philosophically correct, I'm not dealing with it. I don't give a damn what you believe or what they say. Don't care, okay? But the story, again, in the Bible, when God told Abraham to go take his son, my man, that's where we had a problem right there. God, we've come at an impasse. I'm not doing that. And if that ain't good enough for you, okay, you ain't the guy I need to be serving. Where the other guy at? Who else you got up there? Because we ain't going to work out. Moving on. We getting divorced. I sacrifice my desires, wants, and pleasures all the time to what? To take care or do what's right. Simple. You do what you want. You could, but there's some consequences that come with that. When you do what's right, there's some rewards that come with that. True story. And when you ever put what your desires are or your wants aside for what's right, that's a sacrifice. Human sacrifice. You the human who make the sacrifice. You ain't doing nothing to nobody except what? Showing respect, obedience, and some willpower to what? To do what's right, not what you want, not what you, I feel, I need, I deserve, all that nonsense. That's all. Sacrifices are part of life. Some of us are making monumental sacrifices daily. How? Why? To keep the harmony and peace in the relationship or their marriage or whatever's going on. I do. I do that. Why? I want harmony. Simple. If you always want to be right, you always want to be, no, that's just wrong. Okay? Do what's right and let the chips fall where they may. I'm not going to do anything other than what's right, so I ain't worried about it. Moving on. If you're the one who want to do that, knock yourself out. I personally have been communicating with God daily for the last 15 years since I got my enlightenment, okay? And not near time have he ever asked me to sacrifice anybody or anything. Teach them, educate them, enlighten them. Never said sacrifice. Okay, so that's my concept, and I stand on that. If I say it, that's what it is for me. It can be what you want for you. That's what I'm saying. And again, let's talk about the concept. Rituals are not to be taken literal. Like the book y'all got. Y'all take it and make it literal. That's the misinterpretation right there. That's the misunderstanding right there. And if you believe it, don't make it real. Don't make it true. Don't change it from being a lie, fabricate a story, whatever. But belief will distort what? Your enlightenment, your ability to what? Learn past what you believe. I don't believe nothing. Okay, nothing. Show me, prove it to me. I need facts, I need proof so I can substantiate what I'm backing up. I have been practicing rituals ever since what? My gang days. I was a gang member. Okay, dumb nonsense, warlord. Okay, but again, we all had this. We did a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't good, but just what we did. Simulate, got together, make up some stuff. In college, I have my own fraternity, Phi Beta Funk. I was the president. Picture that. See, again, moving on. But when you got people who make sacrifices, I had people who do whatever I said. They would do what that freaked me out, dude. I ain't that gullible. Ain't no way. I just won't be like that. Sorry, but I had them days that was funny to me. And all rituals, okay, are to be symbolically taught as a lesson to teach you the concept of what it is you need to know about what you're part of. If a Mason comes in, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to raise you from the dead. Oh, who the hell are you? See, symbolically, again. I ran my fraternity also in college, Phi Beta Funk. Yep, named after me, P-Funk. And I was in total control of people. And they let me. If I wasn't a good dude here, I could have done a whole bunch of perverted nonsense, crazy. That's what people do, because they got people who just do whatever they say do. That's a lot of power. Everybody don't need that kind of power. Okay, been there, done that. But I was really ego tripping, and I had people doing whatever I wanted to do. That was crazy. All right. But again, things you do. I know all the Masonic rituals. I was one of the instructors. So I've been practicing Masonic knowledge, obtaining it, living it, proving it for the last 30 some odd years. Human animal sacrifices are really misunderstood by the ignorant people who partake in that nonsense. Okay? The ancients used to bring food to serve to the ka, the other side of the body, with their self the physical and need nourishment. That was the concept, okay? And Masons understand that you have to what? Die. What? From being ignorant and being born into the Masonic knowledge. That's all it is. Simply, oh, you go in Masonic, see, no, and they just take, I take it from being ignorant, right thing of philosophy, give it to you, and enlighten you to a philosophy. Same concept, same thing. It's all symbolical. All rituals are meant to teach, and they're tools for what? Higher level of knowledge. I understand now everybody ain't ready for this, and I ain't got a problem with that, and I'm not going to dumb it down. No, I'm doing none of that. I'm going to give it the way I give it. Those who appreciate it, I appreciate you. Those who don't, that's not my problem. Moving on. Ancient ancestors, our ancient ancestors knew sacrifice was to God, not to man themselves. They sacrificed for the good and obedience to show God, I won't do this. I can refrain from that. Fasting, that's sacrificing. Don't get crazy. Calm down. Yeah, I'm trying to, because y'all just take it to, and this gang, okay, the gangs. When I was a Mason, everything I saw the gangs doing, they was emulating what they saw us do. And I said, they want to be part, but they want to make up their own stuff. They don't want to, come and be part. They want to do their own thing. We all have a community like that. But it was for the good, not to destroy. Y'all done took that to a whole nother level. Excuse me, but sorry, get out of there. All right. But again, our ancients understood the purpose of sacrifice, and they taught you how to do it in your life, not killing animals. And to join any cult group, any group of people, they're going to teach you how to what? Sacrifice through what? Rituals. Simple. That's fine. That's the teaching, a way to teach. And I belong to a few groups, orders, out of curiosity. Back then, I was just coming to see what's going on. And I got my lesson. I learned. And I was satisfied with that. Remember, ever as a craftsman, you learn the craft. You dedicate to the craft, not to the people who run it. I got that lesson when I was a young, up-and-coming Masonic. Old head told me one day as a young man, don't let what people do in the Masonic order deter you from the love of the order, because the order is what it is. It's good. I say the same thing to this day. Why? Man, messed it up. The order is perfect. It's what y'all do with it. Everything that's given to you, y'all just start taking it and making it and moving on. That's why. So I understand that lesson too. All right. In life, you need to listen to people who have done things that they're telling you about. That's what I learned from. That's why I give you own experience. I ain't tell you what I believe, thought. No, I'm just telling you what I know about what I've been through. That's teaching to me. Moving on. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up. Appreciate you tuning in. I got to get this thing out the way. I got to go to the gym. All right. Now, I make sacrifices daily in my life, and it makes me feel good. And when you do something that's right, something else happens after that. You get something that you want, that you desire, that you gave up. I love crafts. Anybody know me know I love crafts. And my philosophy, I work for crafts. Okay, you can do it. And I haven't got paid in a while. I don't complain. I don't bitch about none of that. I just go through the flow. And it got to the point, I'm like, wait a minute now. Hold up. Lo and behold, because I didn't. Nope. Stay cool. Stay smooth. And I tell my pastor, dude, I like that. Why? You don't interrupt the flow with nobody else. You don't put nobody in a bad position. You don't say, you don't lash out and all that nonsense, okay? You just go, and then it happens for you. That's the blessing that people don't put themselves in a position to receive that often. And when you do, it feels so good. It's rewarded to know that what you did is rewarded by something that you need. That's all I can tell you. That's what I'm trying to explain. So it ain't the ritual. It's the understanding what you're part of. But being able to what? Serve a higher power. And again, I do it daily in life to show what? My willpower and my due diligence and my obedience to my higher self. If I got to give up crabs, don't, I didn't get the crabs. Nope. Because why? When you sacrifice for that, something else got taken care of. You the one took the hit. I can take a hit. I ain't got a problem. Because why? When I get the reward, it feels so good. That's the beauty part about what? Doing the right thing within yourself. Nobody else got to know that. I'm sacrificing right now. What? Putting this lesson together for what? For the benefit of somebody, aka my right thinker. Somebody can use this information. That's why I gave it to you, to be taken and used. That's the right thing. Simple. Sacrifice, again, is doing something or giving up something that's what? For the right reason and the right purpose, for the good of something else, not yourself. That's self-service. You giving up what you want to help somebody else. Everybody won't do that. Okay, understand that too. When you're willing to sacrifice your desires, your needs, your wants, that's tough. And guess what? It will be rewarded. And I ain't no religious person. I can tell you, I don't give a damn about that. I just know good deeds are rewarded with good return from the person who see the deed, who know the deed that you're doing. You deserve what? Something good to happen for you. Why? Because you sacrificed for the good of something else. I'll make life sacrifices every time. For what? For the right cause or the right reason. Every time. Why? That's what I'm called doing the right thing. I'm going to do it because it's the right thing to do. And by doing that, I already know. I know now. Ain't no belief. No, I know that I will be rewarded for that action. So that's why I do it willingly. They say, God bless the cheerful giver. I give willingly. I don't give out the rest. Nope. Yeah. Be my guest. That's all. And you can do that every day. Every day. You control that. Moving on. Wrapping it up. Appreciate you tuning in. Those who do. Sacrifices are made by what? Both parties. If you're in relationship, friendship, anything there's two people, y'all both got to be willing to make the sacrifice for what? For the good of the relationship. That's why I'm the high road man. Simple as that. I like the high road. I used to be every now and then. No. I stay on the high road. Trust me. If you give in to your desires to lash out, act out, and express yourself in a negative manner, that's all destructive behavior for yourself. When you can sacrifice those things, you're better than yourself. And the people around you will start noticing. That's why. Moving on. And again, if I don't feel or think it's worth sacrificing, I won't. Knowing when and who to sacrifice for is called discernment. I'm very sharp with my discernment. I know who and who not to sacrifice for. That's my point. And it should be your concept also. Why? That's how it works. Sacrifice for any and everybody don't do no good for you. Helping somebody else out who don't need it, just playing you, use you. So people manipulate your kindness and your niceness. So you got to be what? Discernible to know who's real and who's not. That's your Anubis. That's one of the guys that's in you that teach about aspects of your character. Again, Appreciate you tuning right thinkers. Remember, sacrifice is what you control, and you get the benefit when you do it in the correct manner. Don't take nothing from nobody. Just help somebody, and you'll be rewarded on the other side. Trust me. In closing, right thinkers, may y'all let it be 100. Me 100 minutes a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who understand true sacrifice have passed away.